You, the shapeless. We.
My grandmother became relatively ill about 3 years ago. It's kind of onset dementia. And years ago, I'd come into her house, this tiny little house, and she'd be throwing holy water at me. She'd just be fucking showering you in holy water. And she'd be saying, say a prayer to St. Anthony, say a prayer to St. Anthony. And you'd be wondering, like, what's so lost? But does she think that I'm lost and I need to be found, or what it is? But she had great faith in St. Anthony, and slowly as she loses her mind, I wonder where the fuck is St. Anthony. Say a prayer to St. Anthony, you may never be excuse me, I'll start again. Say a prayer to St. Anthony, you may never be misplaced, for I have slipped from her mind, her heart and her grace. How are you, sir? Come in from the hall. It's Sunday's mutton on Monday. Do I know you at all? Oh, holy St. Anthony, discover a meadow for this headless awn. My name is Dave, but she calls me Sean. Observe St. Anthony, a gentle saint shook with age. There is no wit, dying light, nor right fellas against which she can rage. Only here, in bleached dimness, where most men are led, quivering, blinking contentment, a dream closer away from this hospital bed. Wish now and listen. Through the creased, confused lips, this voice as Apollo's in Troy, hear this St. Anthony on the banks of the shore that float down by Mooncoin.
I think all it would take is for me to doll you up a little bit and make that manager realise that he's made a mistake by pushing you out of the limelight like this. You used to be able to wear an outfit, and the very next week I'd see everyone wearing the same thing on the way to work. You were an absolute head-turner, Adam. You must have remembered feeling like that, right? I mean, I just don't quite understand why he's pushed you out. Did I ever tell you about the story about when I was young? Well, I was living in a tiny toy town, Brockenhurst. And I lived with my mum and dad. Everyone was very nosy when I was growing up, you see. And everyone knew everything there was to know about Mona Lisa Evergreen, and I knew as much about them as they did me. You know, they'd tell me about where they'd like to eat. I'd know where their children lived. I knew where they'd like to get their hair done and unusual smells the morning had brought them. But I guess in some unusual way, I kind of liked it. My privacy was being routinely invaded, but I sort of enjoyed it. I guess I just trusted them. But then one day I came back. I went to the call centre. I just started a new job, you see, and I started in the summer. and it was out in the big wide world. I just finished my exams, and I was excited. But everything had been a fresh start. You know, I had this awful name, this nickname when I was growing up. Mona the Loner, they called me. Even my dad called me that. I don't think he meant it in a sort of malicious, nasty way though. I think he meant it in a kind of endearing way, like Mona the Lone Wolf. But it plagued me at school, you see, and I couldn't really get rid of it. But this new job was a fresh start, and it was helpful. One day I was sitting down at my desk, and I saw this boy. Well, he was quite tall, almost a man. He came over to me, and he immediately recognised me. And he said, "Hey, it's Mona the Loner." And I was cold. He recognised me, and it literally took an afternoon for the nickname to catch on. You know, I know it might sound small to you, but since then I just couldn't really trust anyone after that. I found that when I was walking down the street, I'd get these niggling feelings from people, and people would come up to me as a dare. Or they'd come up to me on the street and start kind of picking at me or sniggering around, and I couldn't stand it. But staying in the town wasn't an option for me. I had to leave as soon as I could and cut out all my relations and friends that I'd made. They're just like they'd done to me. Or maybe I just imagined being as close to them as I thought I really was. I think the more people know about you, the tighter it is the stitches get on your lips. I couldn't really stand it.
The stillness topic. Where do you get to when the eyes turn to X? What visions go on reading meanwhile, before the language turns your visions into French? Am I there too in the air, or are you watching the movie of yourself? Meanwhile, I watch the body of you, and you seem somebody else. In the painted portrait of a waitress, they put objects for eyes in place of names, and called that art. Removing the sight I saw the beauty through and the beauty with. When I am the waitress, waiting for the paint to dry, I would cry ugly just to wet the palette and stay alive, in an extended edition of what they would call the exhibition. Drying out in public, and I am not a waitress. I am just waiting around for a thief to steal the show. Waiting slow. Come crisis, change the pace. What on earth do you want? And what in heaven does it feel? Pick up the Paradise Papers and see if you can make a little heaven and get more gorgeous of the mind. To stop the stalemate and to heal your head. Like a head to the ground, ear to the door, mind off grid again. Behind the beauty of every day is the boredom of every other day. And everything you won't look at for fear of being diluted. For a change, the mind breaks. For a change to blank. And I'd rather not stare at the inanimate object of you. I rush to the more rare and maddening view. Stilted by the stillness, are you? Air stops floating you and ideas get rare. Without the gritty sparks that the city gives. Something real to keep the skin soft before the paint. And the paint is coming. The whip of history is chasing its unborn subjects. We fall asleep safe in the knowledge of the danger-chasing game. The picture gets dated faster than the name. The worse we grow, the younger we fake. The sleeper we feel and the number we get. We draw further into the deep trap of feeling too light and flying behind the canvas. Searching figures from the abstract mass of black. The stillness gets in and you need to move. You pick up sculpture but have no hands for marble, so make blocks. Building a building you built with feeling, to move against the stillness with. An ascension towards some great something, blindly carving up. To nothing at all, to godlike, to connect, to recognize yourself, to lie down and give up, to lose the reason, to get new, to just move. Meanwhile, someone else is finding freedom and meaning in their experience of the expression of you. And since meanwhile you got bored and left because of slow, you were stuck reeling, watching repeatedly someone else's godlike fantasy. Oh Christ, are we all just in it for the thrill of the ride up?
You're scared.
I'm not scared.
What you're doing isn't enough.
I'm trying.
Actions, words, emotions. Wasting thoughts on how to cure, how to heal. You're a joke. You think we're together in this, but we're not. You're alone.
I'm not alone.
You're not there enough. It can't be fixed. The facts don't fix it. You're hiding from yourself. Everyone's looking for you, but they can't find you. Where are you? Dan! Because you're a liar. 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 Liar! Liar, 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 liar!
Am I the liar, though? Dear God. Dear God, I hate you for making me doubt you. Dear God, why does it hurt so much? Why do I have so much hate for the world? Dear God, is it my fault? Should it have been me? I need to know why. I can't go on in my life until I know why. Dear God, I'm scared. I don't feel safe. I'm scared if I do anything wrong, you'll take someone else from me. I'm scared to love. Yeah. And not only that, I'm scared to let myself love.
I want to go back to when everything was okay. Everything was perfect then, and now
Just the few seconds before.
it's like I'm between worlds. Too scared to leave one behind.
I can't remember what it was like. What it felt like
Too scared to enter another.
when everyone was happy.
It's painful to go back, but at least you're there.
I don't think about you enough. I don't cry for you enough.
Moving on feels like I'm forgetting.
I avoided it. I took it out on the person closest to me.
I took it out on God.
I took it out on myself.
When I lost you, I lost faith.
Infinite possibilities.
Somewhere beneath the surface is still there.
And this is how it had to end for you.
So there we go, right? We have the base frequencies that hit the genital and stomach chakras, but mainly there. So that's the earth goddess for fecundity and fertility. Then we need somebody from the sky god, harmonics from the sky. Ching, 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 ching. Sky god, earth goddess. And we need some mid-range frequencies. That normally the bass guitar will come in and go. Boom, bam, boom.